As the months went by, Miriam grew accustomed to her bald look, which had become her signature in the modeling world. She had gained immense popularity, with photographers and designers admiring her bravery and unique beauty. Her confidence soared as she embraced this unexpected twist in her career. One day, as she was preparing for another avant-garde photo shoot, she noticed something unexpected in the mirror. Tiny, fine hairs had started to sprout on her previously smooth scalp. Her heart skipped a beat, and she touched the delicate growth with a sense of wonder and joy, she thought, recalling the director's stern words from their last conversation. The director entered the room, ready to discuss the day's shoot. He glanced at her reflection in the mirror and immediately noticed the new hair growth. His expression hardened. "You have to shave your head," he said bluntly. She turned to face him, her eyes wide with surprise and defiance. "You told me that you only have to remove the dandruff, but I want my hair to grow." "It is fun and interesting." The director sighed, his tone unwavering. "I understand that this was initially about treating your dandruff, but the bald look has become a crucial part of your image. It's what sets you apart in the industry right now. If you let your hair grow, you'll lose that unique edge." "But I've already dealt with the dandruff. My hair is growing back healthier than ever. Why can't I have both my hair and my career?" she asked, her voice tinged with frustration. "There is no more to discuss," he said, his words becoming strict. "You must shave your head to make it shiny. These are new conditions. You will sign a work contract if you want to continue working with me." Her eyes widened in shock. "You can't be serious. I thought this was just until my dandruff was under control." He crossed his arms, his expression unyielding. "This look has brought you immense success. We can't risk changing it now. The bald, shiny head is what makes you stand out. It's what the industry expects from you." "But it's my hair, my identity," she protested. "I have enjoyed being bald, but I also want to embrace my natural hair again." "Can't there be a balance?" "No, the terms are clear. Either you maintain this look and sign the contract, or we part ways." "It's your decision." She felt a lump form in her throat, torn between her desire to reclaim her hair and the reality of her career's demands. "This isn't fair. I shouldn't have to choose between my hair and my career." "Life isn't always fair," he replied bluntly. "Think about what's at stake here. Your career is thriving because of this bold look. Don't throw it all away because of a few strands of hair." She took a deep breath, trying to steady her emotions. "I need time to think about this," she thought as she left his office, feeling a heavy weight on her shoulders. Determined to find an alternative, she started looking for other modeling jobs. She reached out to various agencies and contacts, hoping to find a position that would allow her to keep her growing hair. However, her search quickly turned frustrating. Every manager she approached seemed to know about her bald look. The director had talked to all his friends about the bald model, showing them her pictures. When she applied for jobs, she encountered the same reaction. "Hello, but we have some strange and strict conditions." One manager said when she approached him, she felt a flicker of hope. "What are the conditions?" He handed her a contract. "You'll need to shave your head completely bald again, and the pay is lower than what you're used to." Her heart sank. "But I want to let my hair grow. I've dealt with my dandruff and my hair is healthy again." The manager shrugged. "That's the deal. If you want the job, you must maintain the bald look. Otherwise, we can't use you." She left the office feeling defeated. Every job offer came with the same stipulations. There's a shaved head and lower pay. It seemed the director's influence was far-reaching, and she couldn't escape the shadow of her bald image. One evening, she sat in her apartment, staring at her reflection in the mirror. The tiny hairs on her scalp were a symbol of her struggle and determination. She thought about the strict conditions, the lower pay, and the constant demand to shave her head. "I can't keep doing this," she said aloud to herself. "I need to find a way to balance my career and my hair." She decided to return to the director, determined to negotiate better terms. The next morning, she walked into his office, her resolve firm. "I've thought about it," she said, her voice steady. "I'll sign the contract, but I need better terms." The manager started laughing, a low, mocking sound that filled the room. "You went to everyone, didn't you? And what did they all say?" They reduced the price and told you to shave your head, right? She was shocked. How did you know? He smirked, leaning back in his chair. It doesn't matter how I knew. What matters is that you have no leverage. You're in no position to make demands. Her heart sank, but she forced herself to stay calm. I'm just asking for a fair deal. I've proven my worth and I believe I deserve better terms. He leaned forward, his expression turning serious. I'll tell you what. I'll offer you a 500 increase. But you must keep your head shaved and it's what the market wants. She felt a mix of anger and frustration. But that's still not enough. My value is more than just my appearance. I bring a lot to the table and I deserve to be compensated fairly. He shook his head. This is the best I can do. Take it or leave it. You know as well as I do that without this look, your opportunities will dry up. She took a deep breath, trying to steady her emotions. I need to think about it. He looked at her with a stern expression. There is no time to think. This offer is on the table now, and it's a one-time deal. She was taken aback by his tone. What do you mean? I can't make such a big decision on the spot. He handed her a work contract. This contract includes conditions that you will wear a swimsuit and similar clothes for various shoots. Additionally, you must shave your head bald every day to keep your look consistent. Your salary will be $2,000 per month for the first 2 years. After that, there will be a 5% increase. She felt a wave of emotions, shock, anger, and frustration. But this is so strict and unexpected. How can I agree to this without some time to consider it? He took out a clipper and placed it on the table in front of her. If you sign this contract, you will work with us under these conditions. If you withdraw now, there will be no chance of returning. This is the deal. Make your decision. She stared at the clipper, her mind racing. I understand that you want to maintain a certain image, but this feels like I'm giving up too much. He leaned in, his gaze unwavering. This is a unique opportunity. You've already seen how the industry responds to your bald look. This contract secures your future in this business. Think about the stability and the potential growth. She felt tears welling up but fought to keep her composure. I know the opportunities this look has brought me, but I also need to feel like myself. Feeling like yourself won't pay the bills or build your career, he said bluntly. This is the real world. Sometimes sacrifices are necessary. She took another deep breath, weighing her options. And if I sign, there's no going back? No chance to renegotiate later? That's correct, he replied. Once you sign, you're committed to these terms for the next 2 years. After that, we'll review and possibly adjust based on your performance and market demands. She looked at the contract, then at the clipper. The thought of shaving her head every day was daunting, but the promise of financial stability and career growth was enticing. She knew that this decision would shape her future. Taking a deep breath, she signed the contract, but a wave of dissatisfaction washed over her. She felt a pit in her stomach, knowing she was giving up something precious. The manager's eyes gleamed as he took the contract from her. Excellent. Now, to seal the deal, you'll need to shave your head in front of me, he said, pulling out his phone. I'm going to film it, seriously. She felt a mix of anger and resignation. You want to film me while I shave my head? Yes, he replied, a smirk playing on his lips. It's part of the agreement. It's important to document the transformation. Think of it as part of the branding process. She took the clipper, her hand trembling slightly. All right, let's get this over with. He positioned his phone to capture the moment. It's remember every day this is the commitment you've made. It's what makes you unique in this industry. As she turned on the clipper, the buzzing sound filled the room, echoing her inner turmoil. She began shaving her head, the feeling of the clippers against her scalp a harsh reminder of the sacrifices she was making. Good, he said, his tone almost patronizing. This is the start of something big. Trust me, you'll thank yourself for this decision in the long run. She forced a smile, though it didn't reach her eyes. I hope you're right. With each pass of the clippers, she watched as the fine hairs fell away, leaving her scalp smooth and bare once again. The sensation was familiar yet jarring, a stark contrast to the hope she had felt as her hair had started to grow back.